love for the yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape in. I live with birds from here. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit. I live with birds from here. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here we go.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw is Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll check this one down to Michel, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the front.
Touchdown, 49ers! As his guys are in for 6, and the Niners have taken the early lead. Point after try forthcoming.
Could not have scripted it any better, and many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one's complete to Gurley. And now running right through it. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about him.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, bank at the 39-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out on on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack it right here on this play.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. His pass caught at the 4. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Here we go. By 20.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Here we go.
And we will likely not see another play here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams are in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
120! 180!
On second down, Michel. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a head of steam going.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Scooby Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Leopard! Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Give him 30 yards there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Finding room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now they try the right side here. Nifty footwork at the 45. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. To throw is gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Rams add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Garoppolo got a man on the right sideline. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles.